I think the main question that I get, besides do your eyes always look like that, which the answer is yes, they do, is how do you think of these ideas for some of these skits? Honestly, I'm just going about my daily life and then it happens. Some people have said what I have is a gift. I say it's a curse. You know, come to think of it, no one has ever said I have a gift. Welcome to Last Resort, your first and last resort for snowboard news. I feel like a large contest just happened or something and we haven't really talked about some real shit in a while, so let's fucking go. Big discussion about who's gonna get Rookie of the Year. It's between Mike Boggs, Big Air Jer. Decide which side you're on, okay? The Rumble's just beginning, okay? I think the footage could be monumentous. Young Dolly, I'm sorry, no one's even talking about you and being in contention for it. Now, sometimes I feel like I go on a several episode stretch where I talk about kind of the same person. I like to call it the Jeff Hulse effect. After watching Strange Brew Sequence 1, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that Keenan Cawley is one of the top 5 most creative snowboarders doing it right now, and he needs more fucking shine. That Wally up that table line. Now I know what many of you have been waiting for, and that is the triumphant return of Signal Snowboards web series every third Thursday, where they build completely stupid snowboards. And what do you hit us with? An LED snowboard? Really? That's your idea? The shittiest booth at every SIA? Okay, wow. Now I know that this is not a series for snowboarders, and that is evident by how many non-makes you guys feel necessary to put in these. Do you think that we don't see the end of the rail because it's nighttime? Because I do. You were paying engineers to make not 1, but 2 LED one-off snowboards. Why? Here's an idea. Pay Yusaku more. Oh, he went to Dinosaurs Will Die. One big thing that's happened in the last 2 months, Think Thank Falling Leaf. A project has dropped that is astonishing. Think Thank is the jazz music of the snowboard world, okay? It's fast, abstract, and exciting at times, and other times it's slow and meaningful. House Call Only is one of the most interesting projects to happen this year, being released in 1 month, I believe, increments, and then being taken down. Visually, these are some of the best edits I've seen, as well as the crew that's in them, potentially unbeatable. One of the most important snowboard news items that was not covered during the haze of the Olympics was Josh Dirksen's triumphant win at the LBS. Many of his friends were quoted saying, "About damn time." Cabin Report is the polished product of the creation of the freedom frontier, okay? A little haven in Utah where Chris Grenier just says a lot of funny shit. It's not the perfect amount of sauce, like snowboard sauce added in, but it's a good amount of sauce. There's a good amount of snowboard sauce in the edit. A couple of mountain bike clips that I'm like, Do I love me some Chris Grenier down drop, down drop, down drop, down drop rails? You know I do, okay? You know I like that, so I'm with it. X Games, X Games, X Games. Turns out the X Games happened in the last 2 months. I didn't cover it. Extensively talking about the X Games would be like beating a dead horse. And fun fact, I would rather beat a dead horse than extensively talk about competitive snowboarding anymore. So instead, we're going to show 2 clips of Method Man at this year's X Games where he clearly hates being there.
We're currently sitting at 8,000 feet. What's it like performing at 8,000 feet?
Sucks.
And later tonight, you're playing a song at the Super Pipe. Which one are you more excited for?
I'm more excited of seeing who booked me, who my booking agent is, so I can scream at him about this scheduling.
Side hits Euphoria 2. Yeah! Riding wise, clip for clip, I can't even think of a better edit that's come out in the last 6 months. This is a rider using the mountain in the best possible way, pure snowboarding, okay? That's what this shit is, like 100% pure. You can't argue that this is too skatey or too surfy or whatever. That shit is snowboarding. Also, it's sometimes easy to watch street edits and be like, well, I don't hit rails, but I'm still good at snowboarding. I just don't hit rails. Then you watch this and you're like, oh, I suck actually. Fun fact, there's been 8 Sunday in the Parks that have come out in the last 2 months, so okay, I can't talk about them individually. Highlights from episodes 1 through 8 include the return of a helmeted Cody Williams, Drayden Gardner with some insane airs, and the ultimate realization that Lenny Mazzotti is the president of Bear Mountain. Also, I am not surprised that Out of Southern California would birth one of the first segments that will hopefully be reoccurring called...
Dude, I nollied into his face, bro.
Nice, dude, nice.
Paired with Trans World, Beyond Metals is back as a series, and we saw some amazing clips, albeit I'm a little disappointed that there was no extravagant intro. You can get past it, okay? Haldor's insane straight air bomb drop makes up for it almost, and Kevin, you kind of won this one for me. Kevin Backstrom has just got that amazing, elegant style. One of those riders that can do minimal tricks, nothing like bigger than a 3, and I'll watch him all day. Also released with Trans World is DC Transistors, okay? Episodes 1 through 3. I think it's a cool project. I think there's some standout clips, right? You got Brady Lem and Frony on that down, down, down rail to that bank. That's just an insane spot. The middle Japan sequence, though, is kind of cool, but we've seen it before. There's nothing exciting about it. Honestly, I'm still caught up on episode 1, that switch ollie from Fronius. That's like the most fucked up thing that's happened in this series yet. Spencer O'Brien put out an important piece about why women's snowboarding deserves better in the Olympics. I 100% agree. No one listens to me. I'm sorry. I'm a plebe. People at Burton don't even like to acknowledge that they know me. Now, if you walk into a snowboard shop and they aren't playing Landline on the TV, ask yourself, can you trust this snowboard shop? Vans has done something amazing. They started putting out raw edits of some of these riders' footage, and they're insane, diverse, and amazing. Frankly, vital to a project with this much hype around it. You can't just give us the movie. You need to give us more. This is what that was. These videos are amazing because it just adds context to who these riders are, how they film, what their spot selection is like. I fucking nerd out on this shit. I don't know what to say. Sam Taxwoods is like watching a fight comp on World Star. Except I actually like watching this, and I have to turn off the fight comps because it makes me too sad. Honestly, if you actually watch the fight comps, I think that you're fucked up. Do you, Krugmeyer? Do you watch the fight comps? Because you're fucked up if you do. With Sam Taxwood, the one that stuck out to me the most, I think, was just this flat down sequence. He lands the boardside 270 out twice, then he backlips it. Then he backlipped 270s out. And then just that struggle, I'm like rooting for him so hard. By the end, I'm just shirtless with my chest painted, just screaming for Sam Taxwood in my house. We'll talk about more as they come. Ravs comes, Golden Avens, they're coming, okay? That happened in March, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Now, I did say I have exhausted talking about competitive snowboarding, but one thing I have been meaning to talk about is that someone actually managed to make the perfect anti-contest. Yes, so often we hear this discussion about an anti-contest, right? But then it's really just like a half pipe with a rail in the middle, but it's still the same. We do have some words from the official Sculf anchors.
That was switch. It is cold and white, and the riders have to ride on it.
Octograb is the single funniest snowboard video ever made.
Octograb? Would have been nice to have in Sochi. Not that I needed it.
Truck driver, stale, nose, Tindy, never Tindy, again!
Also, if Shaun White learns the Octograb, we're all fucked. Union is making waves in the fashion industry. Surprised? Yes. Genuinely surprised. Also excited. I have to ask a question. Gimbal God, what is your day rate, okay? I'm getting sick of my shit. I'm getting sick of my filmer. It's me. I hate him. What is your day rate? I see you out there. You're filming pipe riders now. You're getting all the best footage of everybody at all these major contests. Just roll through my shit, man. Let's make an intro. Let's do some shit, Gimbal. Can I call you Gimby? I can't? Okay, that's fine. Alex Ostring on this bench. Throw the notes out the fucking window. This is how you fucking board people. Should I flip the table now? I won't. I always threaten to flip the table. I'm not going to. Absinthe live streamed their session at Chad's Gap, which is like equal parts amazing and mind-blowing to me. I think that honestly, Absinthe, if we could just get a couple other live streams going, maybe some red ledges, some rail gardens. It was interesting to see, okay? Let's just hit these classic spots. Let's live stream it. Let's see what happens. What? Now, Solomon Snowboards is making some moves. It's been a while since the days of the Solomon Super Team, back with Louis, Jed, Chris Grenier, when they first compiled that. A lot of people were calling it the Super Team. Does everyone remember? Okay. Among Solomon's new pros are Hans and Nils Mindich. Big respect to these two. I love what they do, each with their own different style. And they also turned Jesse Paul pro. Finally, okay? Here's the thing. Now, as far as Jesse Paul is concerned, him turning pro is like finding out that Bon Jovi wasn't introduced until the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame until this year. instead of The Day Wanted Dead or Alive came out, okay? Proud of you, Jesse Paul. Makes me believe that there actually is someone out there listening to me. No one? Okay.
1, 2, 3.
We are live at the Side Surfers Bank Slam with one of the event's creators, Ralph Kucharek, who was too afraid to compete this year because, quote, Stan was looking really fast. Ralph, tell us, what made you decide to not compete this year?
Stan was looking really fast.
You heard it from the source directly. Okay, it is a true honor. We are here with LBS gold medalist, Nils Mendick. Excuse me while I catch my breath. This is a big moment. According to some snowboarders, this course is more intense than Chad's Gap.
I personally haven't hit Chad's Gap, nor have I seen a session in person. However, I think it is.
Commentary on me potentially being the fastest snowboarder here today.
Well, I saw you going down the course, and let's just say you were looking pretty darn quick. You're giving those berms a little what first, staying high, keeping low, and a little bit of thing I like to call be the bullet, and that's what you were today.
I will keep that clipped in my vault for the rest of my life. I just peed in my pants a little. Thank you so much. Oh my God.